On a dark night, the rain falls heavily on the streets of Hong Kong. In the distance, we hear the roar of a taxi horn. Up ahead, a sleek black Toyota Corolla GT coupe cuts through the neon lights and heavy traffic, searching for a mysterious figure named John. Inside, the driver, dressed in a leather jacket, scans his surroundings intently. He is close to his target, but he doesn't know that he's being watched. Soon, he spots his quarry entering a building and pulls over. It's time to make a move. But before we can follow him inside, let's go back to the beginning. Welcome to our channel! And today we'll show you how the Toyota Corolla went from a small Japanese family car to an international sensation. Let's go back to the 1960s. In a rapidly developing Japan. The economy was booming and people were looking for new ways to improve their lives. One of those things was buying a car. But while many brands were available, none could compare to the Toyota Corolla, a small, practical, and affordable car that was perfect for the average Japanese family. Since its introduction in 1966, the Corolla has grown in popularity year after year, eventually becoming the best-selling car in the world. So how did it do this? Well, let's take a look at its history. The first generation of the Corolla was produced between 1966 and 1970. During this time, Toyota was still relatively unknown outside of Asia. They needed to create a car that would attract buyers who wanted something reliable, safe, and affordable. The result was the Corolla E10. Although not as exciting as some of its competitors, the Corolla was built on a brand new platform designed to be both durable and fuel efficient. It was also spacious enough to seat 5 adults comfortably and had a large trunk for storage. The car was powered by a 1.1-liter inline-4 engine that produced 60 horsepower. While this wasn't much compared to other vehicles on the road, it was enough to keep up with traffic in the city and on the highway. The Corolla also came with Toyota's new twin-cam 2-liter engine, which provided better performance without sacrificing too much fuel economy. The interior of the Corolla was basic but functional. It had cloth seats, a vinyl dashboard, and rubber floor mats. There were also plenty of cup holders and storage compartments throughout the cabin. Although not particularly luxurious, it was comfortable enough for everyday use and appealed to the average Japanese consumer, who didn't want anything flashy or expensive. The second generation of the Corolla was produced from 1970 to 1974. This generation saw some major changes for the model, including the addition of a two-door coupe body style. The standard sedan now had more powerful engine options, a larger fuel tank, and a revised suspension system. Additionally, the car's exterior got a facelift with new grills, bumpers, and wheels. Overall, this generation of the Corolla was slightly sportier than its predecessor, but it was still very much a practical and affordable family car. The third generation of the Corolla was produced from 1974 to 1979. During this time, cars were getting bigger and more powerful. However, the Corolla remained small and economical. The third generation was also designed to meet new safety and emission standards. So, Toyota engineers had to get creative with how they used space inside the car. They managed to make it wider and longer than before, while keeping its compact size. This meant that passengers had more room to stretch out and relax even if they were in the back seat. The Corolla also featured a new inline-4 engine that produced 91 horsepower, making it more powerful than ever before. Despite these improvements, however, the car was still incredibly fuel efficient, getting up to 30 miles per gallon on the highway. By the early 1980s, the Corolla had become one of Toyota's best-selling models. It was known for its reliability, durability, and fuel efficiency, which were all qualities that were in high demand during the gas crisis of the late 1970s. In fact, it was during this time that the Corolla truly established itself as a global phenomenon. It was exported to more than 100 countries around the world, including the United States, where it quickly gained a reputation for being one of the most reliable and affordable cars on the market. In response to this success, Toyota decided to invest heavily in the Corolla, developing a new generation of the model that would take it to new heights. The fourth generation of the Corolla was produced from 1979 to 1983. This generation featured an angular design that was more aerodynamic than previous models. It also had a variety of body styles, including a liftback, wagon, and sedan. The fifth generation of the Corolla was produced from 1983 to 1987. This generation marked a significant departure from previous models. Not only did it switch to a front-wheel drive platform, but it also featured a revolutionary redesign that gave it a much sportier look. The Corolla was now available as a liftback, sedan, wagon, hatchback, and even a convertible. It was powered by a 1.6 or 1.8-liter engine that produced between 70 and 112 horsepower. This generation also marked the beginning of the Corolla's involvement in motorsport. In 1984, Toyota launched the Corolla SR5, which was designed specifically for rally racing. The Corolla quickly became one of the most popular cars in the World Rally Championship. Moreover, the fifth generation of the Corolla was the first to introduce the legendary AE86 model. The AE86 was a rear-wheel drive coupe that featured a lightweight design and a responsive handling. It quickly gained a cult following among car enthusiasts for its affordability, reliability, and sheer driving pleasure. In fact, the A86 is still considered to be one of the best driver's cars ever made. The sixth generation of the Corolla was produced from 1987 to 1991. This generation was primarily designed to be a luxury car. It featured a more refined suspension system, improved interior materials, and a longer wheel. The Corolla was now available with a supercharged AGZE engine that produced 165 horsepower. This generation was also the last to feature the AE86 chassis. The seventh generation of the Corolla was produced from 1991 to 1995. This generation marked a significant change as the Corolla grew from a compact car to a full-fledged compact-class sedan. It also featured a more aerodynamic shape and a longer wheelbase than previous models. The car was powered by a 1.6 or 2-liter engine that produced between 100 and 140 horsepower. The seventh-generation Corolla was also the first to feature Toyota's active corner and assist system, which helps drivers maintain control while cornering at high speeds. The eighth generation of the Corolla was produced from 1995 to 2000. This generation was notable for its weight reduction of 50 kilograms compared to the previous model. It also featured a more rounded exterior design and a more rigid frame for improved safety. The car was available with a variety of four-cylinder engines, ranging from 1.3 to 1.8 liters in displacement and producing between 80 and 140 horsepower. The 8th generation Corolla was also the first to feature Toyota's variable valve timing with intelligence system, which improved fuel efficiency and performance. The 9th generation of the Corolla was produced from 2000 to 2006. Generation saw the discontinuation of the sports models, but it featured a contemporary redesign that emphasized Toyota's new global design language. The car's interior was also redesigned with a more driver-focused layout and improved materials. The 9th generation Corolla was available with a range of four-cylinder engines from 1.4 to 2.2 liters, in displacement with power outputs between 100 and 147 horsepower. The 10th generation of the Corolla was produced from 2006 to 2012 in Japan. The Corolla was sold under the subname Axio, but otherwise remained largely unchanged from its predecessor. It won the Good Design Award for its innovative and user-friendly interior design. The Corolla was available with a range of four-cylinder engines, including a hybrid option. The 11th generation of the Corolla was produced from 2012 to 2016. This generation marked a return to the Corolla S compact dimensions and featured a more European design. It was only available as a sedan in the Japanese market, but was available as a hatchback in other parts of the world. The 12th generation of the Corolla is currently being produced from 2019 to the present day. This generation is based on Toyota's TNGA platform and is available as a sedan, hatchback, and the Corolla Cross Compact SUV. It features a bold new design and a range of powerful and efficient engines, including hybrid and plug-in hybrid options. The Corolla also comes with Toyota's Safety Sense suite of driver assistance features as standard. And there you have it, a brief history of the Toyota Corolla. If you enjoyed